Karen's campaign against me began with a picket fence. It was a simple, handcrafted border I put up myself, whitewashed pine, within code, neatly aligned along the edge of my 2-acre property, nestled at the fringe of a small HOA-controlled subdivision just outside Langford, Virginia. Harmless to anyone, except Karen. To her, I was an outsider. I'd bought the property under an alias, a necessity given my role. From the surface, I was just Martin Blake, a middle-aged bachelor who drove a government-issued Ford Fusion, wore beat-up boots, and kept mostly to himself. What Karen didn't know was that Martin Blake didn't exist on paper before 2016. I'm a Tier 3 clearance officer with the Office of National Intelligence Coordination. I don't answer to her HOA, or even her mayor. The trouble started 3 months after I moved in. Karen, president of the HOA and self-appointed neighborhood steward, knocked on my door with a clipboard. "We're going to need to talk about your property line. That fence is too tall by HOA, Regulation 7A, she said, with that clipped condescension only people in borrowed power know how to deliver. I smiled. "The fence is under 6 feet. I measured it myself." She narrowed her eyes. "Still needs to be reviewed by the compliance board." "I'll pass," I replied calmly and closed the door. That didn't sit well. Over the following weeks, I received a barrage of notices. Unapproved modifications, improper drainage grading, exterior paint not consistent with community tones. It escalated quickly. Karen called for a special HOA session. The agenda? Discuss the removal of Lot 14 due to persistent noncompliance. That was me. I didn't attend the meeting. Instead, I placed a quiet call. The next morning, before Karen could even file her motion with the local zoning board, she was served with a federal stay order. To her credit, she fought it. She went to the mayor, her old tennis partner and golf buddy. She complained about my presence, saying I was ruining the integrity of the neighborhood. She claimed I was hiding something. She was absolutely right. That week, I received a visit from the mayor himself, Harold Grant. He tried to throw his weight around. "We have complaints, Mr. Blake. You've drawn attention. That's not what we need in this district." I showed him a card, plain white, no name, just an embossed eagle and an alphanumeric code. Harold looked at it, then looked at me. "You outrank me," he said quietly. "Harold," I said, "I outrank everyone you've ever met." Karen didn't take the mayor's sudden silence well. She hired a private investigator. The PI lasted 3 days before he backed off, clearly spooked. Word got back to Karen, but she didn't believe it. Then she made her move. One morning, I returned from a secure training facility to find contractors on my lawn, instructed by the HOA to begin demolition of my garage for noncompliance. The only problem was that garage was part of an active government vehicle storage unit with live comms linked directly to DHS. Within 30 minutes, black SUVs rolled in. Within an hour, Karen was sitting in a government trailer being interviewed by 2 agents. Within a day, the HOA voted to suspend all external enforcement activities indefinitely. Karen resigned 2 weeks later. Rumors swirled. Some said she'd been given a sealed warning. Others claimed she was on a list now. She left Langford shortly after and hasn't been seen since. As for me, the fence is still standing. My property hasn't been touched since. Neighbors wave but don't ask questions. The HOA's new president sends polite email reminders about trash pickup and lawn care. No one mentions codes or compliance anymore. Sometimes the best defense is silence and a clearance level well above your local government.